Today on Tamron Hall, Malcolm-Jamal Warner's mother, Pamela, joins us in an exclusive conversation for the first time since her son's unexpected death while vacationing in Costa Rica.
Did you need to see him after he transitioned?
I did see him, and that was difficult.
While best known for portraying Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, his greatest roles were father, husband, son. How his love for his daughter changed his life.
Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower there, so I'm rocking it.
And the final project he was working on. Tamron Hall starts now.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So happy that you are here with us. Thank you to our Tam fam. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we have an exclusive conversation. When the news broke that beloved actor Malcolm-Jamal Warner had passed away while visiting Costa Rica, the world was left in shock. Hearts were shattered as fans, friends came together to mourn such a profound loss. Today, Malcolm's mother, Pamela, is speaking out for the first time on daytime TV about the unbearable pain of losing her son and about the mission he started that she is determined to carry forward. Malcolm was a man of extraordinary talent. He made us laugh, he made us think, and he touched us all in unforgettable ways. In fact, his final Instagram post has now been viewed somewhere around 3 million times. And it's become a parting message to the world. In it, his last words continue to resonate, reminding us all of the legacy he leaves behind. Take a look.
Yes, I got the flower in my hair. Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower there, so I'm rocking it. I just wanted to shout out and just spread some love and some good cheer. And, you know, life is out here lifing. Right, for me and for everybody else. But just wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, that no matter what's going on, there's always a reason to smile. Like if you just take a minute to stop and take stock, I guarantee you can find at least one reason to smile.
I am so honored. We are so honored to be joined by Pamela Warner, Malcolm's mother, for an exclusive conversation about her son's legacy. Please welcome Pamela to our show. Thank you so much. So I am looking at you. I see a smile on your face. And it's so powerful because we just watched your baby.
My baby.
His last message. He didn't know that would be his last message.
We had conversations, and they were goodbye conversations, and we had no idea these were goodbye conversations. And so I smile because I'm filled with gratitude. Gratitude. I'm grateful that we had those conversations. There was nothing left on the table. We were so good. There's no shoulda, coulda, woulda. There was no, I wish I could have said this, should have said this, should have done that. We were so good. Even before, we were just in a groove. We were in a space, in a real wonderful space, because we've been working together for almost 50 years. So.
I'm so struck, though, because you said we had a goodbye conversation, but you did not know.
Did not know.
What was that conversation?
We talked about, he shared with me a video, and it's on, I guess, TikTok. There's a therapist speaking to a therapist, and she's talking about her trauma. And she describes the incident where she was traumatized, and the other therapist said, were you able to speak to your mother about it? And she said, no. He said, that's where the trauma was, not the event, but the trauma. That was the trauma, because you had no safe place to go to. You did not feel safe, and you couldn't go to your mother to talk about it. And so we were talking about his daughter and different things, and I asked him, I said, at any time did you ever not feel safe with me? He said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then we went on to talk about some other things. And the last text I wrote to him was that him feeling safe with me as a child meant more to me than all of the love and respect that I knew he had for me. Oh, wow. That a child can feel safe with their parent is so very, very important. And that was a goodbye conversation, because after that, what else is there?
Yeah.
You know?
And that is especially powerful, the feeling safe, because we know him as a celebrity. Mm-hmm. He came to you, I think, at age 8.
He was 8 years old. He did not really come to me. I had put him in a children's theater. I had tried different things, because I really feel that children need to know how to prioritize their time, not when they're 18 or they go away to college. They need to learn how to do that very early on.
Yeah.
And so, and so I started very early with different little things. And one of the things was, as he got older, I tried sports, I tried different things, but nothing ever took. So a friend suggested taking him to this playhouse in Inglewood, California. And I took him there, and after the first production, he said to me, he says, "Ma, this is the only thing I want to do for the rest of my life." And it became a self-fulfilling prophecy, because that's all he did. He was an actor starting at age 8 until his transition at 54. Along the way, about 26, he became a musician. Yes. So he determined at 8 years old what he wanted to do. And his daughter has determined that she's an artist. She's an artist. And I asked her, I said, I was wishing her sweet dreams one evening. We were ending a conversation. I said, what do you dream about? She says, I dream about building a museum with all of my work in it. So children can self-determine very early on. They can, if they're given the freedom, if they're given the support. Right. And no matter how odd or weird the idea may be, support the idea. Right. As long as there's no self-harm, support the idea, no matter how crazy, as long as there's no self-harm.
Which is so special, because you and Malcolm worked on your book, because you went on to manage him his entire career for the most part.
His entire career.
And you wrote the book. It was supposed to be a guide to how to help a child getting into entertainment, but it was his foreword that he wrote to you that just stood out to me, because of how he always felt protected by you. He said, I consider myself incredibly lucky that my mother armed with only her instinct, good sense, discernment, and sometimes even fear, with our hearts, souls, and minds very much intact.
Yes, yes.
When you hear that now, knowing you'll never be able to hug them again in this form, you won't have, how do you?
I have 54 years of hugs and love. I have whatever I look at is a representation of him. I feel, yes, there is a loss, but there's so many blessings. And he chose me to be his mother. Where do you go from there? That's the highest. It's the reality is, no, I'll never hug him again in this form. But he's around me, he's all around me. Things have happened since his transition that I know it was him.
Give me an example.
He has a podcast now, and one of the things that he wanted to do was he wanted to have me on the podcast. Couldn't get the scheduling right, and after his transition, I just happened to call the producers just to see what was happening with the show, because I'm still managing, and so. And they explained that the show was going to go on, which I'm so glad that it's going to go on.
Because he's recorded other episodes?
Yes, yeah, there are episodes that have been recorded, and just having a general conversation. And they called me back a few days later and said that they're going to have a series of guest co-hosts, and would you come and be a co-host on the show? And I knew that was Malcolm. I knew that was him, and I have a beautiful picture of him in my office, and I talked to him. I said, "You did this, and thank you very much."
We'll be right back.
Up next, Malcolm-Jamal Warner's legacy, and Pamela talks about spending his first birthday without him.
He left a huge heart toward humanity, and my goal is to keep that moving forward.